let's talk about vendor compliance. Can you explain again what exactly a vendor is in a fulfillment model before we start on this?
So your vendor is primarily the retail channel that your product is selling through. So each different vendor is going to have their specific standards that they specify your product to meet in order to come in their facility to be sold. So let's take in the case of Amazon FBA. If you're going to sell to Amazon FBA, they have specific set standards that they require the product to come in meeting in order for them to accept the goods. So in the case of that, some examples, the pallets must not exceed 72 inches in height, and that's the height of the pallet, the height of the goods on the pallet. All of those things have to meet that 72-inch height requirement. Something like it requires blue shrink wrap to be placed around the product in order for it to be shipped and accepted. Must ship LTL, less than truckload, with carrier XYZ, because some of these retailers and vendors have contracts with shipping companies already, and they require that you ship with that company and that you set up appointments to deliver directly at their facility. And in some extreme cases, you have to hit 1 to 2 hour windows for delivery, or they have accessorials where they require a dock lift because they don't have a dock high dock, or they require a pallet jack, or all of those different kind of things. Some other possible ones: every purchase order must have its own individual packing list, and this is a direct Walmart standards. And all POs must ship together fully complete on the same pallet. All shipments must include a master packing list along with the individual packing list directly on the pallet. All shipments require compliance labels, and compliance labels can be very complex in some cases. I've seen compliance labels that have anywhere from 10 to 12 barcodes on them directly that outline a whole bunch of different information based on what the requirements are for the facility that they're shipping to. UCC 128, which is a barcoding standard, must be placed in the bottom right corner. Placement must be on the flattest part of the shipping box, exactly 2 inches from the box edge. The boards on your shipping pallet could be no less than 2 inches apart and no more than 1.75 inches apart. And all of the top boards on a pallet must be uniform and consistent. So what that means for you really at the end of the day is there are all of these standards that could possibly be in place that your vendor requires. And if you don't meet those requirements, they mean large-scale fines, suspensions by the vendor that doesn't allow you to sell the product through them any longer. It is very, very important, and it is often a very overlooked potential failure point that the seller and the fulfillment team don't understand and review the compliances set forth by the vendor. One thing Scarborough definitely prides itself on is having a good understanding of vendor compliance, and a lot of the customized solutions that we offer for people include review of all of those compliance guides. So we'll take your compliance guide that's 168 pages in length, literally, and break it down for you into a 1 to 2 page sheet of these are the things that you need to know. These are the high points that directly affect your product. And this is the potential failure and cost if this is not met. And then this is our customized solution and service offering to you for how we meet these.